Daniil Medvedev warns Carlos Alcaraz exactly why he should expect best performance against him in Indian Wells SF. Daniil Medvedev, radiating with confidence, has cautioned world no. 1 Carlos Alcaraz to be prepared to face his best tennis at the Indian Wells Open 2026 semifinal clash on Saturday. After trouncing Jack Draper following a controversial hindrance call in the quarterfinals, the Russian wants to make the most of the faster court compared to his last 2 outings. Alcaraz and Medvedev have engineered a sensational run and sublime form throughout the year. Daniil Medvedev, ranked 11th in the world, has notched 8 victories in his last 8 matches and celebrated 2 trophy triumphs as well. On the other hand, Alcaraz has stitched a flawless run this year, registering 16 adding 2 silverware in the process. The 22-year-old Spaniard completed the career Grand Slam with his famous triumph in the Australian Open 2026. He extended his scorching form in February by adding the Qatar Open trophy to his cabinet. While both exude pristine form, Alcaraz leads the rivalry, 6-2, running away with victories in their last 4 encounters. Even the past favors the youngster from Spain. Medvedev and Alcaraz last met at the Indian Wells in 2023 and 2024 finals, and on both occasions, the latter stood triumphant at the end of the night. Despite the odds stacked against him, Medvedev seemed ready to give his best and confirm Alcaraz's exit from the tournament en route to the semifinals. The 30-year-old Russian toiled against his British opponent, especially during the second set. Medvedev stood in a comfortable place after racing to a 6-1 win in the opener. However, Draper turned the tide in the second, forcing Medvedev to dig deep for a breakthrough. As the contest intensified, the controversy eventually erupted when the scoreboard stood level at 5-5. At 0-15, umpire Orly Tort handed Medvedev a point after a video review confirmed that Draper had inadvertently raised his arms at a disputed line call after executing his return shot. The Russian didn't initially react and allowed the rally to flow. He eventually struck the net, losing out on the point. Medvedev went to Torte and asked for a review, which went in his favor as Draper's act was deemed to have distracted his opponent. Daniil Medvedev explained the entire exchange in detail during the press conference and said, "With the pass behind him, Daniil Medvedev will look to stretch his unbeaten run to 9 and keep his ambition of lifting his first Indian Wells title." Quick links.